So, guys, Helen Zille is trending again. People are speaking about Helen Zille again. This comes after the news broke out that the federal chair of the DA is planning to contest for the mayorship of Johannesburg. So, if you go on social media right now, you will see that there are people that are having a complete meltdown over the news that Helen Zille might run for the mayorship of Johannesburg. These people are on social media saying that no, this is unacceptable, man. We cannot allow a situation where Helen Zille is the mayor of Johannesburg. This idea that Helen Zille might run for the mayorship of Johannesburg, it needs to be thrown out. This is what these people are saying. And guys, let me remind you that while these people are having this meltdown, Helen Zille has not decided whether she's going to run or not. She has not decided whether she's going to throw her name into the head or not. She has up until the 15th to decide if she wants to run. And these people are already having an epic meltdown over a consideration. This is just a consideration. This is not Helen Zille saying that I am going to run for the mayorship of Johannesburg. This is her coming out and saying that, guys, you know what? I'm thinking of running for the mayorship of Johannesburg. And people are crying all over social media. I have never seen anything like this. I have never seen anything like this. And when you look at Johannesburg and the fact that the place has been turned into a dump by that incompetent guy called Dada Morero, a man who told the residents of Johannesburg that I am not going to do much. And he kept his words. He didn't do much. He didn't do much. So these people that are saying that Helen Zille must not even consider going to Johannesburg, she must stay in Cape Town, are they fine with that incompetent mayor called Dada Morero? Are they fine with having that guy as the mayor of Johannesburg? Because I have never seen people having a complete and epic meltdown over a simple consideration. Man, this woman is powerful, man. I must say.
Is Democratic Alliance Federal Council Chairperson Helen Zille going to save Johannesburg and Gauteng in the process? She's here to tell us. Welcome, Helen.
Hi, Chris. Nice to be with you.
Thank you. Have you made up your mind?
Not yet. I'll have to make up my mind this week because the deadline is Friday, but I'm thinking very hard. I'm speaking to my family. I'm looking at the pros and the cons, and I'm tending in the direction of doing so. But as I say, it's not final yet.
Whose idea was this?
I was approached by someone who said, would I put my hat in the ring? And at first I just laughed and said, this is outrageous. And that was already about a year ago. And I was canvassing and doing a lot of headhunting for the right people. And we had some good prospects, some very good prospects. But you must remember that people from the very top echelons of business and society in general, across the board, of all backgrounds, to do a job like being mayor of Johannesburg and fixing Johannesburg at the salary of what they pay the mayor of Johannesburg is not very attractive to people. So that is the
And by the way, guys, that salary is 1.5 million rands per year. 1.5 million rands per year.
big issue there. And of course, that's not my issue. I don't mind about that. And my only obsession is to try and fix South Africa for my own grandchildren, but everybody else's children and grandchildren.
Now, I would imagine many people would balk at the task because of the extent of the decay. So what would your priorities be if you were to become mayor?
Well, the very first thing you have to do, and that's if I go through it and if I get the nod, because I mean, the DA has very tough selection criteria. If I go through the process and get the nod, my first objective will be to stabilize the finances. Johannesburg has a capital infrastructure backlog of 200 billion rand. And the entire city's budget is 86 billion rand. So what are you going to do about that? And how are you going to address that? I have some ideas of how we could start to address that. But the bottom line is that it'll take more than 5 years. And what I can do is stop the rot and turn the ship around, or start turning the ship around. And then probably it'll be for my successor to steam off into the correct direction.
But you're confident that you can do it?
Well, I certainly can have a plan, and I certainly can make a start with others. It's not only me, obviously. I mean, Joburg, if it is to be fixed, will take a whole of society approach, which is the DA's commitment, but it's all hands on deck, civil society very much so. I see them as a crucial partner. I see national government, provincial government, all critical partners. And of course, the skills of the Johannesburg City Councillors is going to be fundamental. And then appointing the right people in the right positions who can do the job.
Well, I would imagine many residents are rejoicing at the prospect, but I would imagine that there are politicians who are up in arms. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall yesterday. How do you think Premier Panyaza Lesufi feels about the prospect of you as mayor?
Well, he will pull out all stops to stop me, no doubt about that. So will Herman Mashaba. He's played the race card already. But as I keep saying, we are not interested in racial conflict. We're interested in beating poverty. So for us, it's poverty. For other politicians, it's race.
So speaking about Herman Mashaba, speaking about the people that are having a complete meltdown. Herman Mashaba was on social media yesterday. And these are some of the things that Herman Mashaba has said about Helen Zille basically considering running for the mayorship of Johannesburg. So Herman Mashaba on social media, he is responding to this article by City Press saying that Helen Zille is considering throwing her head into the ring to become the DA's mayor candidate for Johannesburg. What are your thoughts? So Herman Mashaba responds to this article and he says that this nonsense narrative that meaning that the cure for black person is a white person, it must stop. If Helen Zille is about fixing, let her start in Khayelitsha, Gugulethu, Michelle's Plain, Langa, and other townships in the Cape. I cannot believe that the DA has no confidence in black leadership. They have officially abandoned their so-called experience. They want black support, but no black leadership. I mean, like, the first question is that why would Herman Mashaba care about what the DA is planning to do? Why is Herman Mashaba so fixated about what the DA is planning to do? Because right now he is already playing the race card. That this nonsense that the cure for a black person is a white person, it must stop. This narrative, it must stop. If Helen Zille is about fixing, let her start in Khayelitsha, Gugulethu, Michelle's Plain, Langa, and other townships. I mean, guys, this is a racist at its best. Because if you would argue that this is not racist, can you just imagine? Let's just imagine. Let's say Panyaza Lesufi is planning to contest for the mayorship in Gugulethu, and the DA says that no, Panyaza Lesufi, you must not come here in Cape Town. You must stay there in Johannesburg and look after those Alexandra and those places. Do not come here. The people would actually lose their minds, saying that the DA is a racist political party that is trying to tell a black man where he can and cannot go. But somehow it is okay for Herman Mashaba to say that if you are about fixing, stay there in Cape Town. How is this okay, guys? How is this okay? And he continues to say that I cannot believe that the DA has no confidence in black leadership. How about leadership? What is this obsession with the so-called black political parties and black everything? Black everything, black everything. How about leadership? How about leadership? Because I don't think that the residents of Johannesburg, they care about who is going to lead that city. I think the only thing that the residents of Johannesburg want, it is the services. It is the services. It doesn't matter if the mayor is black. It doesn't matter if the mayor is an Indian. It doesn't matter if the mayor is an Afrikaner, as long as that person can deliver the services to the people of Johannesburg. Because right now, as we speak, Johannesburg has a black leadership under Dada Morero, and the people of Johannesburg, they are still complaining today that their beautiful city has been turned into a slum. It has been turned into a slum. So you're going to come out and say that, no, the DA has no confidence in black leadership. But right now, as we speak, Johannesburg has been governed by a black leadership. It has been governed by a black leadership. It has been governed by a political party that the DA, that ActionSA is serving on the behest of in Tshwane. This political party that Herman Mashaba pretends to hate. He knows that he is serving at the behest of the ANC. And the ANC gave the people of Johannesburg Dada Morero, the so-called black leadership. So you still want people to obsess about black leadership, Indian leadership, Afrikaner leadership, white leadership, instead of saying that you want the political parties to actually provide a good leadership that is going to work for the people. I cannot believe this, man. Like, this is tiring at this point. This is tiring. This is absolutely tiring at this point. And you cannot believe that there are people that are literally falling into this nonsense. There are people that are falling into this nonsense. So you're going to accuse the DA of having no confidence in black leadership when the ANC has given the people the so-called black leadership that you are in favor of. And the people are reeling in Johannesburg. They are angry. They are angry with what that incompetent mayor called Dada Morero has turned that place into. So Herman Mashaba, again, guys, I told you that ActionSA, Patriotic Alliance, Build One South Africa, these political parties will go out and say things that they want the people to hear. But when it comes, when shit hits the fan, these people will always defend the ANC. These people, they will always defend the ANC, because right now what Herman Mashaba is saying is that it is okay for the people of Johannesburg to have Dada Morero as the mayor of that place. It is okay to have this guy who once said that the city must hire illegal foreigners to help fight the crime. It is okay. The DA must not even consider putting their people there. And if the DA is planning to put someone to run for the mayorship of Johannesburg, that person must be black. And if that person is not black, then go back to Khayelitsha, Guguletu, Michelle's Plain, Langa, and other townships in the Cape. I mean, like, guys, let's just reverse the roles. Let's just reverse the roles and let Helen Zille say all of these things that Herman Mashaba is saying about him. And you will see people losing their minds. You will see people losing their minds. And these are the people that are claiming to hate racism. These are people that are claiming to hate racism. Herman Mashaba will always be a quarterback of the ANC. He will always defend the ANC. When it really gets down, Herman Mashaba and ActionSA, they will always defend the ANC. And this is what people must remember going into 2026 local government elections. That this is not an independent political party. This is not a political party that wants to hold the ANC accountable. This is a political party that is running the defense of the ANC. They are doing this on behalf of the ANC. Because right now, what is the business of Herman Mashaba with the DA, considering putting Helen Zille there? Because Helen Zille has told you that we have approached a couple of people in business, and these people are saying that, no, man, you know, their job is too much there and the pay is too low. Just imagine, man, I'm a businessman. I make millions and millions of rands per year, and these people are planning to pay me 1.5 million. I am not going to do that, especially for that kind of work. I'm not planning to do that. So the DA says, okay, maybe Helen Zille, let's speak about you. What about you? Like, would you even consider being the mayor of Johannesburg? And Herman Mashaba is already playing the racist card. Like me, guys, I'm totally sick and tired of these people, man. I don't want to lie. I'm completely sick and tired of this race baiting, man. This country will never go forward. This country will never go forward as long as you have the leaders like Herman Mashaba. This country will never go forward. It will never go anywhere else. Because Herman Mashaba has not even said anything about the kind of governance that Dada Morero is running there. He has not said anything. Has Herman Mashaba condemned Dada Morero for even saying that he is not going to give the people of Johannesburg services? Has Herman Mashaba condemned Dada Morero for saying that, no, we need to hire the illegal foreigners to help us combat with the crime? Herman Mashaba has not said anything about the mess that Johannesburg has found itself in. And now you have another political party that is saying, okay, maybe let's try to put our person there. And Herman Mashaba says that, no, you have no confidence in black leadership. There is a black leadership currently in Johannesburg. And what have the people got to show for it? There's currently a black leadership in Johannesburg. You have Panyaza Lusufi, is the premier. You have Dada Morero, is the mayor. Man, this is a mess, man. This is a mess. Like, I cannot understand. Like, I cannot actually believe that the people have been duped into believing politicians like Herman Mashaba. He says that they want black support, but no black leadership. They want black support, but no black leadership. Man, South Africans are still going to learn the hard way. South Africans, you guys are still going to learn the hard way. You are still going to learn the hard way. I guess that's all I can say for now. You're still going to learn the hard way. Please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.